Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another mobile VR review. This week I'm back with a review for a brand new Gear VR release. It's called Althora, and it's a rather beautiful adventure narrative. Althora was released on May 11th, 2017, and is currently available on the Oculus Store for $7.99. It's developed and published by Ipix Entertainment, an independent studio founded in 2005 that has previously focused on hidden object puzzle adventures, text adventures, and free-to-play games. Althora is the developer's first VR title and continues their mission of creating rich and engaging game worlds. Althora puts you in the role of a space pirate on the hunt for the treasure of an ancient emperor. You appear to be on the run from the law, likely for space piratey crimes, and apparently this artifact would make all those problems go away. As the search begins, your ship mysteriously crashes and you're forced to continue on foot. So, with your robot companion providing some exposition and guidance, you set out across the strange and beautiful planet to claim this ancient relic for yourself. The gameplay spans 6 chapters where you traverse enchantingly colorful, low-poly environments and solve puzzles to continue on your way. Almost immediately, this game feels like a spiritual successor to Land's End, both graphically and control-wise, which I'll get to later. Exploration consists of moving from point to point in a linear fashion. In that sense, you can say the same thing about Althora as was said about Land's End. It feels less like exploration, and more like a walking tour simulator. Where Eclipse Edge of Light let us move freely throughout the environment, Althora sticks close to the Land's End formula. The puzzles in Althora are more varied than in Land's End, though. I only encountered one connect the glowing dots activity, with the rest being symbol matching, directed energy beams, and assembly puzzles. I didn't find any of them particularly challenging, which was a little disappointing, and some of them are less like actual puzzles and more press this button to continue, so don't go into this one expecting brain teasers. The controls are completely hands-free. Whether it's menu selections, movement, or manipulating puzzles, you simply fix your gaze on your target and wait for the selection to happen. And that's basically it, pure head tracking control. As I already mentioned, it's identical to that seen in Land's End, and it works just as well here. In a time when motion controllers are becoming standard for mobile VR, it's easy to forget just how convenient the hands-free control scheme can be. I think the graphics are the big selling point in Althora. As you make your way across the planet, you encounter many brightly colored set pieces ranging from floating islands to stone ruins to temples filled with alien technology. The polygon count is pretty low, but it's made part of the art style, and even the trees and birds look fantastic. The glowing particle effects give the foreground some life, while the clouds and waterfalls in the background look amazing. As I moved from point to point, I couldn't help but look around in all directions at the detailed beauty that the developers have created. Neither the trailer nor any videos can really do the graphics justice. They simply have to be seen in VR to convey the grandeur of the world. While the environments are gorgeous, the world can feel a bit lonely as the planet appears to be uninhabited. With the exception of your floating robot buddy, a flying whale, and a few birds, you won't encounter any other living creature. I completely understand that that was by design, both for ambience and performance, but it just feels a bit empty at times. Similarly, the sound is also a high point. First, your robot is fully voice acted and provides the exposition to the story as well as guiding you through the environment or providing hints for puzzles. The voice acting is very well done and he makes a great companion as you explore this lonely world. But it sometimes feels like the game is holding your hand a little too much as you're getting hints in the puzzle sections. The robot conveys the story very well, but I would have liked to hear even more from him, telling us about some history of the area we're in or referring to past events that led to our current situation to really flesh out the narrative. The rest of the sound design is great as well. Full 3D audio is used everywhere and really adds to the immersion. Ambient noises of the planet accompany your journey, and the fantastic musical score walks the line between foreboding and mysterious wonder. Comfort is another area where Althora matches Land's End. You move at a constant velocity, usually in straight lines, so any motion sickness should be minimal. Anyone highly sensitive to motion sickness might feel slight discomfort, especially during the whale ride, but the vast majority of players should have no issue with comfort here. The world of Althora really comes alive through the expert graphical and sound design, including the 3D audio and ambience. The inability to freely move through the environment definitely detracts from the sense of presence, especially after playing something like Eclipse, but the detailed environment will still hold your attention. I know I've said it many times already, but Althora really feels like a sequel to Land's End, and that will appeal to a lot of people. The puzzles were more difficult in Land's End, but Althora has a stronger narrative and more detailed world. Land's End is also a longer game. My first playthrough of Althora took me less than an hour, while Land's End took over double that. And that's where Althora ultimately leaves me, with a sense of, that's it? The sights and sounds are beautiful and it takes you on an amazing tour through an alien world, but it feels very limiting, especially now in 2017. Titles like Virtual Reality and Eclipse have blown us away and have dramatically raised the bar. Land's End was amazing back in 2015 because it was the first of its kind, and mobile VR was essentially without controller input, so the gaze control scheme worked great. But since then we've seen a lot of advancement in VR game design, and learned that interactivity and freedom are key components in must-have titles. Althora absolutely nails the graphics and sound and really creates a stunning and immersive VR world, but sadly doesn't let us do anything with it. If you enjoy taking virtual walking tours on alien worlds, Althora should satisfy you, but I know there's a lot of VR gamers out there who, like me, are looking for games with more interactivity than this. You need to carefully evaluate which type of gamer you are before you press the buy button on this one. Thanks for watching. Got something to say about this video, an opinion of the game itself, or VR in general? Leave a comment to let me know what you think. And if you like what you saw and you want to see more of this, hit the like and subscribe buttons. Remember, there's a new video every week, and be sure to check out my other reviews as well. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.